Welcome, wanderers, to Descent into the Rabbit Hole, a place where shadows speak, secrets unravel, and the veil of truth is torn away. This is not your typical journey. Here we dare to venture into the forbidden, the hidden, and the unspeakable. We uncover the conspiracies that whisper just beneath the surface of our everyday lives, the ones they don't want you to see. But let me warn you, this is not a path for the faint of heart. If you value your peace of mind, if you are easily shaken, or if you prefer to live in blissful ignorance, turn back now. For everyone else, prepare yourself. Once you step into the rabbit hole, there's no turning back. Okay, today we are diving into one of the most chilling and mysterious incidents of the 20th century. The disappearance of Henry Marlowe, a retired teacher from Nebraska. His case has remained unsolved for over 50 years, but it has taken on new significance thanks to revelations from extraterrestrial sources. This event originally took place in 1972. What makes this story compelling isn't just the eerie events surrounding Marlowe's disappearance. It's the context, the strange entities involved, the connection to what we now know as the black-eyed children, and the potential involvement of an alien species from the Andromeda galaxy. In this episode, we are going to explore the following: the events leading up to Marlowe's disappearance, the phenomenon of black-eyed children and how they fit into this case, what we learned decades later from the Kalarn, an alien species with knowledge of this incident, and the broader implications for humanity and why these events remain relevant today. So in the summer of 1972, a quiet neighborhood in rural Nebraska became the epicenter of something truly strange. For 6 nights, the residents reported encounters with small, eerily polite children who knocked on their doors late at night. These children all had the same unsettling features: completely black eyes, with no whites or pupils, a calm, almost robotic demeanor, and a consistent, almost annoying request of, "May we come in?" Neighbors universally refused, citing feelings of unease that bordered on outright terror. The children left each porch quietly and moved on to the next house, until they reached the home of Henry Marlowe, a retired teacher in his 70s. Marlowe, known for his warmth and generosity, was the only one to let the children in. And that night, he vanished. When the neighbors entered his home the next morning, they found it completely empty. Everything was gone: furniture, books, photos, even his piano. All that remained was a strange red smear on the living room wall. Authorities investigated, but found absolutely no leads. It was as if Marlowe had been erased from existence. To understand Marlowe's disappearance, we must examine the phenomenon of the black-eyed children. Reports of these entities stretch back decades, if not centuries, though they gained significant attention in the late 20th century. Here are the characteristics. They appear as children between the ages of 6 and 16. Their eyes are entirely black, a feature universally described as deeply unsettling. They always ask to be let into homes, cars, or other personal spaces. And witnesses report a sense of overwhelming dread when encountering them. There are several theories about their origins. One of them is paranormal entities. Some believe they are ghosts or demons or other supernatural beings. There's also a psychological explanation where it's believed that they are hallucinations or urban legends fueled by fear. And then the most important one, the extraterrestrial connections. This theory posits that they are not human at all. In Marlowe's case, the extraterrestrial explanation gained traction years later, thanks to information from the K'Larn, an alien species that interacted with Earth in the 21st century. So let's get on to the K'Larn revelation. Now, some of this is going to be coming from Project Red Book, information that has been recently revealed during the congressional hearings as of late. But that's for another time. For now, let me get into the K'Larn revelation. In 2006, a K'Larn defector provided a crucial piece of the puzzle of Marlowe's disappearance. Now, the K'Larn are an advanced extraterrestrial species allied with humanity. During their interrogation, they revealed the existence of another alien race called the Ny'rath, a hostile species from the Andromeda Galaxy. And this is what we know about the Ny'rath. They specialize in infiltration and intelligence gathering. They deploy bioengineered agents being designed to mimic native species. And the black-eyed children, according to the K'Larn, are one such creation. The K'Larn claim the Ny'rath were using the black-eyed children to abduct humans, specifically targeting elders, teachers, and other knowledge keepers. Their goal? To study humanity's social structures and intellectual capabilities, most likely to exploit our weaknesses. The red mark left in Marlowe's home, when pressed, was described as, quote, a warning left by another force. The K'Larn would not elaborate further, leaving us with more questions than answers. This information has reframed Marlowe's disappearance as part of a larger interstellar conflict, a chilling reminder that humanity may be caught up in the crossfire between advanced civilizations. So what can we take away from this story? Well, the first thing we can take away is the fragility of our understanding of reality. Cases like this challenge our assumptions about the world around us. If entities like the black-eyed children exist, our understanding of biology, psychology, and even the universe itself needs to expand. It also provides the importance of knowledge keepers. The Ny'rath targeted individuals like Marlowe, people who held wisdom and influence. This suggests that our teachers, historians, and elders are not just valued by humanity, but also viewed as strategic assets by others. And 3, the risks of ignoring the unknown. In 1972, the neighbors who encountered the black-eyed children did nothing beyond refusing them entry. What might have been learned or prevented if the phenomenon had been investigated at the time. Finally, this story raises the question of how prepared are we for future encounters with the unknown? If the Ny'rath or similar beings return, will we recognize the signs, and how will we respond? So in conclusion, Henry Marlowe's disappearance is more than just an unsolved mystery, although I do think it's now solved. But it's a window into a larger, more complex reality, one where humanity is not alone, and we may not be as secure as we believe. As we continue to explore the unknown, stories like this remind us to stay curious, vigilant, and open-minded. The black-eyed children may seem like an urban legend, but the evidence connecting them to extraterrestrial activity suggests otherwise. As I end this segment, I encourage you to ask questions, dig deeper, and think critically about what this story means. Not just for Henry Marlowe, but for all of us. You've reached the end of this journey for now. But remember, the rabbit hole is endless. The truth lies buried beneath layers of lies, waiting for those bold enough to dig deeper. If you felt your reality shift, if the shadows seem darker now, take solace. You're not alone. Join me next time as I uncover more secrets, question everything, and descend further into the unknown. Until then, stay curious, stay vigilant, and be careful where you tread. Because once you enter the rabbit hole, it's hard to climb back out.